Hey everybody, I'm Rich G.
And I'm BJ Flag, and this is episode 354, Leveraging Local SEO to Boost Your Business.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of the Best Small Business Show, where we discuss trends, strategies, and tips to help you navigate the ever-evolving business landscape. So, what are we talking about today, BJ?
This is in my wheelhouse, as they like to say. I am telling you, everybody out there is leaving definite money on the table by not taking care of their SEO. So we're diving into it. I am so excited because leveraging your local SEO to boost your business is actually been made pretty easy these days. And you're going to love to hear this, Rich.
Yeah.
But if you actively change and update your website, Rich G, on a regular basis, you're 80% there. You're 80% there. And I have to say, there are so many misnomers about search engine optimization out there. And
Mhm.
we're going to dive into the best practices, many of which you do by instinct, Mr. G.
Everybody thinks it's this like scientific method and all this stuff and white hat SEO and black hat SEO and all this other and BJ and I are going to present some just basic simple stuff that you need to do, and you'll see an immediate increase in your visual in being seen on the web. So and
Yeah.
it does happen. I mean, BJ gave me all these tips and I'm getting calls. You know, it was funny. Right before we got on, I went to my Google page, my business page, and I was a little frustrated because, when I Google the name of my company, my name comes up first, but before that are these sponsored posts that
Yeah.
these other companies. But for some
Yes.
reason, I'm getting phone calls. I get phone calls. So
Wonder why
whatever,
that is.
yeah, whatever
I,
BJ's telling me to do is working.
it's working. The first tip that I wanted to discuss with you is optimize your Google My Business profile. A lot of people think that Google does this for you. No, no, no. We are going to start with this most important thing. You have to claim your business. Once you claim your business and you have your username, password, and all of that, that you're going to put in a very special place and not lose it so that your web developer will have a heart attack, you are going to be getting so much business from just this one step. They have an incredible tutorial. You can collect some great pictures of your building or you or what you do and get all your business info and then set it up. It really could not be easier. I do have one little trick that if you do this, you're going to actually see an increase in your page rank. Every quarter, make a point of checking it and adding just one small thing. Maybe change one small thing. Make sure you're as accurate as possible. Google gets a ping, and it's like the worst ADHD as you ever had. Google goes, what? Huh? Huh? And they love that you are keeping things current. So that's an increase in your page rank. So
Yeah.
definitely go and do it.
Absolutely. Some of the things that I do to what BJ said is to add or change one thing. Like I'll go in and they just redid all of our offices at my office. So I grabbed pics
Yeah,
from that, and I put it up. I added photos.
yeah.
Sometimes I'll add, if I'm writing articles, I'll add an article to
Mhm.
the thing. Another thing I'll do is, not only adding articles, and this is something that BJ told me. I always ask clients when they pause their coaching and they leave coaching to leave me a recommendation,
Yes, some sort of testimonial,
testimonial,
something.
and She told me, why are you asking them when they leave you? Why don't you ask the clients that are coaching with you right now? So I actively ask them, and here's the hint: nobody likes to write a testimonial. No one.
Right. No one. Zero.
So what I do is I give them the actual link that they just have to click to enter in, and then I write the testimonial for them and say, look, edit it as you see fit, whatever you'd like. But I write one sentence, two sentences. It doesn't need to be long, but nine times out of 10, they use it themselves. So these are all like little things you could do to your My Business profile page to bump your SEO, and it costs you nothing.
No, just, and I'm talking about change your hours on Friday. Make a small change in your description. Minor. You're in and out of there in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And it is still well worth it. Well, bring us into tip number 2.
Tip 2 is use your SEO plugin to its best. Now, we're going to talk about your SEO plugin and what needs to be on there. Your web developer can point you in the right direction. So keep it short and sweet. As BJ always says, be as on point as you can be. So no fluff, no extra copy. And for your pages, all you need is a great short keyword phrase, a great description, and you're good. What is closest to the beginning of your keyword phrase is the most important.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't want to go on and on and on. You want to keep those short and sweet and have the most active keywords you can possibly use. So you'll see, like, if you pulled up Rich's page, oh my gosh, they're all tight. And that's where you want to be.
Yeah, and your page description is what shows up on the expanding description of your page. So please don't repeat the same thing on each page, because that's what people see when they search for you. So little tiny hints, but it goes a million miles. And then you'll get chuckles out of a lot of other people who do the repeat thing. Exactly.
So tip number 3 is build local citations and backlinks. Yep. There is a magic to this, and you can build this over time. Don't feel like, oh, I can't launch my site until I do this. No. This is just something that you have on your calendar, that you ask your business associates, you do some combining. If you look at the pie chart of SEO, this is about 2%. That's important. It's still important. 80%, as I mentioned, is the front end of your website, what you write there. And your alt tags to your images that you've set up, and your SEO plugin with a copy. That makes up that 98%. And then 2%, that's going to be this work that you do here. Still vital. If you sponsor, for instance, I'm going to give you an example. You sponsor a road race. Ask the people who are doing the road race if you can include your logo and a link to your website. Yeah. And they are usually extremely nice, Rich. They are just like, sure. Then set up a landing page on your site that is the link. And it basically takes on the genre of the race car, the race theme. Mm-hmm. And the people are like, this is totally cool. I love this guy. And then there are just a ton of links to your website, to different pages. What are you doing? Well, you are actually creating just a breadcrumb collection that when you go into Google Analytics, you're going to see, 45 people came from that road race landing page. That's fantastic. So, valuable information. Extremely valuable information. I mean, what do you think? I know you use landing pages as lead generation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Landing pages really come in. If I Google my name or my business, I'll see interviews that I've had from years ago that appear, on podcasts. Oh, there's a podcast where Rich G was on. So all of these backlinks help out.
Oh my gosh. And you know what? people absolutely love to just get and dive deeper. So you're not doing, you're doing them favors. So don't worry about that, you're doing something like this. For one of the things that Rich does about is guest blogging. So the
Yeah.
guest blogging on a colleague's site, you just make sure that you've got a ton of links in that guest blog. These backlinks are just great to chart on,
Yeah.
annotate on your Google Analytics, because you're able to say to your colleague, hey, you know what, your site just sent over about 100 people. I really appreciate that. That's something I hope I could do for you. So
Yeah.
they get the word that, like, oh, Rich causes traffic. So
Well,
it's all good.
tip 4 is leverage social media and local content. And this is, in my opinion, the most fun thing that
Yeah.
I do. First of all, the reason why it's fun is it's so easy, but it's so important. Every time you share a link to your website, it's a win. I regularly post on LinkedIn literally every day. I write an article once or twice a week. I post that on LinkedIn. I'll do LinkedIn carousels on there
Oh, yeah.
that just people can whip through in about a minute or two. They love those things. I post a lot on Medium. I post a
Mhm.
lot. I just put a quote up once in a while on Instagram. But
Right.
again, it's leveraging social media out there for different
Mhm.
things. I'm also hearing that Pinterest is a great aggregator of stuff, and it really points people. So I'm learning
Yeah.
about that. So
Yes, I want you to go do a deep dive in Pinterest, please. We just set up a great Pinterest for a company, a new dress store up in Newport, Rhode Island.
oh,
And
nice.
I have got to say, her Pinterest is so great. And it totally matches her website. So you can immediately go to her website. Oh, man, I just love it. Now, back to, can I say one thing before you go on? Instagram. You
Yeah,
mentioned Instagram. This, a lot of people will say, oh, it's not for business. Yes, it is, because in all those other posts, yours pops up. And to your point, Rich, a quote, just a small thought, you know, you took your morning walk and you took a picture of something another, and you just say one small thing.
yeah,
Instagram has a different feeling than LinkedIn, what you do. And it's a great place for your local connections and content to happen.
yeah,
Hashtags are taking a lower seat, but they're still important. So, to Rich's point, you might not use hashtag New York. You might do hashtag Chelsea, because
mhm.
that's where you're going to be. So get closer, get that localness to happen much closer, for sure.
Yeah. And if you're hyper local, use Facebook. I have a good friend that does water pumps, and
Mhm.
he's based here right in Oxford. And what's interesting is every time he does an installation, his phone comes out, he starts taking pictures, and that night they're all up on Facebook. So he's
Yes.
constantly, oh, we replaced a water pump over here. Oh, we replaced a water system at this house. And he shows his work, and you go, oh my
Yes.
God, that's nice and clean. And he
Mhm.
just posts it up. And
Oh, yeah.
it's not just like, a restaurant going, oh, we have pizza. He's actually
Mhm.
showing work and people are interested. He's like the number one person that's recommended on our local Facebook page. So it really
Can you
works out.
believe it? And the best part is that he just has to hit a little toggle button and
Yes,
he shares it on Instagram. It is the best. I mean, he gets a doubler every time he does something. Um,
absolutely. Next.
Rich, tell us about like hosting local events, things like that,
Yeah,
because you do a
yeah.
bunch of that.
That's huge is if you need to get out, host presentations. They could be online or in person at your library, do public speaking, create event pages, and use local keywords to attract attendees and enhance your local SEO efforts.
Mhm.
For years, I did public presentations out there. I was
Oh,
just
yeah.
out doing talks at least once every few weeks. And it really helped boost my SEO.
Yeah. Such a
Absolutely.
great thing.
Yeah.
Because the library, like if you did something at the library posted on their website, they put it in email. It's
Yeah.
just a huge amount of social benefit. So
Yeah.
that kudos to you on that type of thing.
And then finally, figure out something with some of your business buddies that you'll repost their content if you do theirs, or you can start a conversation on their thread and ask them to do so.
Yeah. So all you're doing is engaging with other business associates in your local area
Hmm.
and you're expanding your network. It's easy as pie. Couldn't
Absolutely.
be better.
Well, our book recommendations for this week, I have one and BJ has one. The one I have
Yes.
is The Ultimate Guide to Local Business Marketing. It's by Penny Marshall, Taylor Zamir, and Richard Linder. This book provides a comprehensive approach to local marketing, focusing on strategies to dominate your local market. It covers essential topics such as local SEO, Google My Business optimization, local advertising, and effective use of reviews. Everything we've talked about today.
Everything we have talked about, they have
So,
covered.
the practical tips and step by step instructions make it a valuable resource for small business owners looking to enhance their local presence. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Local Business Marketing by Perry Marshall, Taylor Zamir, and Richard Linder. I said Penny
Yeah.
Marshall. She's
Yeah, I
from Laverne
know.
and Shirley. Sorry about
Memories.
that.
I know. I know.
Penny
Um,
Marshall.
I have a one. Local SEO secrets, how to get your local business to rank on Google Maps. We just touched on this a little bit, Google My Business, but I'm telling you, Roger Bryan hit it out of the park by creating this book that explores the specifics of local SEO, offering actionable insights and strategies that improve your local search ranking. I would say that Roger kind of shares his expertise on topics like optimizing your website for local search, leveraging your local directories, building local citations, using the content marketing to, attract new clients. So he's very local. He's an extremely local person, but it's such a practical guide. So anybody who wants to boost their SEO, that's the book. There's your book.
And that's a wrap. We invite you to share this episode on LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok with the hashtag The Best Small Business Show.
And thank you for tuning in. If this episode has been valuable to you, take advantage of future insights. Subscribe, follow, and share it with other budding entrepreneurs who could benefit from it. Your support helps us reach more people and make a more significant impact.
Yeah, and if you want to learn more and talk to our team, contact BJ at newrenew.com for your brand marketing needs. And you can find me at richg.com if you need a business coach to help you grow your business.
And thanks to our editor and producer, Richard Scalzo. Have an unbelievable week and catch you later.